Hey, this is Rick with Outdoor Emergencies at hikingemergencybeacon.com, and today I want to compare the Garmin inReach Mini 2 versus the Garmin Montana 700i or 750i. But before I go into the difference between these two, please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. Now you can see really fast that these two devices here, I'm not sure how well you see it on the screen, but well, the Mini 2 is a fourth the size of the Montana 700i. About the same thickness. It looks thicker on the Mini 2 because it has the Garmin backpack tether. Great to have these. I've got it both for my GPS Map 67i and my Mini 2. These are what I hike with. These two, I use this on the, if I'm traveling actually, but it's so much lighter. And it has a screen on it and you can see things on it, but it can't do everything the Montana 700i does. So basically what I want to tell you today is, and I don't want to necessarily show you all the differences between these, because when you're messaging and your SOS or navigating weather, they look the same. They're Garmin products. They're going to give you the same information. The differences is number one, how you use these. This one here has clips on it. This Montana 700i has clips, and it has I've already got and I'm going to show you that information here in a minute. I've got a window mount, but it clips in here. It's a pretty big mount, and then it charges right here, and then it plugs into the actual mount. So when I have this in my truck right now, then it's charging while it's going, because it does not have a good battery. It's a touch screen. This is not a touch screen. The Mini 2 is not. The 750i is a touch screen. Very big screen. Has a lot of things on it, a lot of power, a lot more power than the Mini 2 does. But this really is meant for ATVs, motorcycles, trucks, Jeeps, boats. I mean, whatever. You want to mount this. And the battery's not very good, so you want to have it plugged in to charge while you're out, because when I was testing this morning on my first field test, I lost 9% of the battery within like 45 minutes. So you want to have it mounted. If you're going to take this out and travel with it or hike with it, you probably want a second battery, or you want to be able to have a portable charger with you. So again, I'll always have this in my truck, and someday when I have the ATV, I'll have this on my ATV. This is one of the devices I carry when I go on hikes. If I'm on a day hike, sometimes I'll just have this. If I'm on a longer hike, for me personally, I'm going to have my 67i because it's a standalone device. I'll have links in the descriptions below for all of these devices, but these are my hiking devices. This is my vehicle device. I'm going out on a long fishing trip this week, and I'm going to be traveling. I don't need these. They will be with me because I'm going to do some other reviews, but this is what I'm going to use, but it will be in my vehicle. So if I'm outside of cell service, I'll be able to message with this. So one of the other main things, I've already touched on it though, is touch. This is a touch screen, and you just can click on it, and whether you're doing messages or getting around in the menu or creating a course and navigating, it's all touch. Now there is this cover right here for the SOS. That's a physical button. You have the power button here, and then you have, well, there's really no other buttons. There's a couple covers here for different things, but it's all touch screen. Versus the Mini 2, it is not touch screen. You can see your course on it, you can see your tracks, and you can see waypoints, things like that, and it'll tell you if you're on or off course. But there's an up arrow and a down arrow here, and there is an OK button here on the right side and a back arrow here. And then you have over here, you have the cover for the SOS right there. It's all buttons. It's hard buttons. You can see information, you can see weather, you can type messages, you can do the SOS, and you can do some information, some with the navigation and track back on the device itself. And I'm going to have a playlist on this Mini 2, and you'll see that right here. It's a great device, but this is, I mean, for me, if I'm out hiking, I'm not taking this. I'm going to take this right here. And because it does, especially, now you can sync both these with your Garmin Explorer app and the Garmin Messenger app. No, in the 700i, you cannot go with the Messenger app. This one you can. The Messenger app's great because you can do group messaging. It's just more convenient, and you can be in cell service, Wi-Fi, or satellite, and it'll switch back and forth. This one will not. It just goes to Explorer app. But once again, this is really just the hiking. You're a minimalist. You don't want super complicated. The 67i, this is GPS Map 67i. It is more complicated, as the 700 and 750i is. There's so much in the menu. You've got to organize your menu, customize it. The things you want at the top, you can move, because you don't want to be going through page after page of different menu items. And you know, if you're not a heavy high-tech person, you may want the Mini 2 instead of these two devices. Now, I've already covered the Montana 750i here in a separate field test video. I'll have that right here, a link that you can get to, and there'll be a link in the description below also, where you can see a better breakdown of what this does, what it looks like, and then you can compare it. Because when you have the playlist, and there'll be a link for the Mini 2 below, and you can go into more detail of what things look like and how you work things. If you're navigating on the Mini 2 versus the Montana 700i. I haven't navigated on this one yet, but that will be coming in a playlist with this 750i. But there are in-depth, detailed videos of how you do things and playlists. But today, what I really wanted to show you was just the differences, you know, the size, what you're used for. And I've talked to Garmin about this, and it's true that this is really to be mounted in your vehicle. The battery is not very good, but it has a lot of functions. It's very powerful, but it's really to mount in your vehicle or on a boat, ATV, Jeep, you know, whatever. This is to put on your pack. And again, these backpack tethers are great. It's the only way I carry them. They're out of the way, and sometimes I'll sync them with my phone. I always have them synced with my phone, and it's easier to pull my phone out and message or see the maps, the bigger screen. But anyway, that's really the difference. If you have any questions, you want to know more, I'd be glad to talk with you about it. Or if you want to see other videos, I'll point you to those videos. And again, I'll be coming out with more videos in the future. I already have a detailed playlist on the Mini 2 and on the 67i. And there will be a detailed playlist of lots of videos coming out on the 700, 750i in the future. Again, if you have any questions, comments, advice, and I need a lot of advice right now on this 750i because I just got it. It's brand new. There's so many things to do with it. I've got a lot to learn still, but I wanted to show it to you, bring this information, compare these two, and you know, if you're kind of wondering why the Mini 2 versus the 700 or 750i. Again, hiking versus putting in your vehicle. That's the big difference. Again, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. And please like, subscribe, share, and turn on notifications so you'll be alerted as soon as I put out new videos. And if you'd like to support Hiking Emergency Beacon, there's a link in the description below. Well, that's it. Thanks for joining me here in Colorado, and I will see you back out here in the next video.